What's going on, Postal Family? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing this Monday morning? Another beautiful week at the Postal Service. Yes, we gotta stay positive, among everything that's going on. Another brand new year for us, Postal Service. All the prayers for, betterment of our service. Anyways, today's what I'm talking about is yet again another one of the carriers, hardworking carriers attacked. This time just because of not having a package on hand. So I'm gonna get on that story. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do, love to do. Thanks so much for all the support, you guys. Keep giving me the thumbs up. Smash that hype button. Takes a second. Again, thank you so much for all the comments, suggestions. Very much appreciate everything you guys, talk to me in the comments about, taking the time to put a comment in, your views, everything. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. This is why I do this, to have that interaction with my followers, my coworkers on bigger issue. Yeah. So, anyways, everything I say on here is from my views, my experience, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS, Post Office, in any of my videos. So, the story at hand. It's an unfortunate situation among everything else the carriers got going. Now we got to worry about customers, our own customers hurting us physically. Left and right, us carriers just can't get a break. We're getting, we're asking for more money. We're blessed to have what we have. Don't get me wrong, but there's always, in comparison to inflation, we should be making more, make ends meet easier on our lives. And now, on top of that, we got, in the summertime, we have heat, no AC in the truck. So that's another, in a sense, attack. Now we got customers attacking us over missing packages. This story is from St. Louis, Missouri. A carrier in an apartment complex finished his route. Inside, apparently he ran into this customer that, really was expecting, how customers, they're tracking the package on their phone. And this carrier didn't have it that day for any reason. The packages get delayed. He just didn't have it. I mean, what can you do? But on a regular, the customer just says, okay, I'm gonna run to the post office, I'm gonna grab it from there. But this particular customer, as the carrier was leaving out the exit, he grabbed him from behind, put a chokehold on him, and first tried to strangle him, and then he fell down, and he started stomping on him, beating him real bad. That's, I don't. What do we do in that situation? All we got is a pepper spray. Inside the apartment building, we don't even carry that. So, there's, I think, there should be something as to where we can defend ourselves and not get charged for it. I mean, this carrier was got held from behind in a chokehold. Then when he falls down, he's getting beat on. So this not right. Something has to be done. We should be able to defend ourselves somehow. I mean, we're human beings just doing for our families. We're working hard. It doesn't mean we lose our lives or we get hurt on the job. The Postal Service gives us the pepper spray for dogs, but what about for humans? I hate to say it. Now this, raises the question as to what is acceptable self-defense. I mean, had this guy, this carrier had the full right to defend himself. Now you put your hands on a carrier, that's it. That takes away all the, the mail carrier, all the customer titles away. You putting your hand, this carrier has a right to defend himself. So this, that I've been raising this question. I mean, how do carriers defend themselves in this situation? Being, not having the worry of being charged, against the customer, because the post office is only going to look at the customer and say, okay, customer was right in this situation. Our carrier is in trouble. We're going to put him in trouble. We're going to write him up, blah, 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 whatever they do. So it raises a good question as to how a carrier in this particular situation, do they have a right to defend themselves? Let me know in the comments what you all think. Anyway, this carrier was down. He was being beat on by this pathetic person, and later somebody from the apartment complex called the police, and the ambulance came. They took him, and the guy was talking to the police, our carrier, and he said he couldn't breathe for a second. So a serious attack. Of course, this guy is in jail, charged with assault. But that's not the point. This thing, is raising a higher question now. Do carriers need to, have something in self-defense? It's just because you're a mail carrier, and it doesn't mean we get hit on, we get, beat it down just over a package. We should have the right to defend ourselves. Like I said, once the hands come on the customer, all the titles, mail person, customer, is out the door. I think you should have a right to defend yourselves. Whatever means we carry some kind of, self-defense. I hate to say it, weapon, or, because it's not right. It's not right. Carriers have lost their lives, for no reason, doing our job, providing for our families. Now over a package, you're being strangled. I mean, this guy was obviously trying to hurt him, or if not kill him. So it's, it reaches the limit, it raises the big question. The bigger picture is, how do carriers defend themselves, in this particular question. Now we're going to start getting beat down on over packages. So something has to be done. The next NALC president, this particular situation, this just the general situation of how a carrier can defend himself needs to be brought up by the new, hopefully the new NALC president in the next campaign. This is something that's becoming more common, as we know. Slowly but surely, there's more stories coming out as to where just the talking ain't enough for these customers. They're getting physical, like this particular poor carrier was strangled, then stomped on, beat it. Even when he fell down, he was being hit on. Just out of plain anger. He didn't have the package. You don't turn to this. You don't turn to violence over a package. Get your ass, go to the post office and pick it up, man. For whatever reason, this carrier said he didn't have it. That's it. That's the end of story. You leave him or her alone. You don't turn to violence. That's what I'm saying. The carrier, somebody's got to stand up for us. These stories are getting ridiculous. Physical abuse now, getting the life choked out of you over a package. No. Something needs to be done. We do have the right to self-defense, man. Had this carrier, but it's different variants to it. Carrier, if this customer is physically bigger than him, so that's where additional, like pepper spray, there needs to be something for our own, to protect our own lives. I don't want to get into all the armed and all that. I think I've spoken about that in previous videos. I was just saying carriers being armed, that's that's never gonna happen. We get all kinds of, it's a bad situation. I mean, but this story right here, this should never have escalated into a physical altercation. We're not even talking like, okay, he pushed the carrier, he punched him. That's not it. He choked him first, choked him badly as to where our carrier couldn't breathe. Carrier falls down. He still doesn't leave him alone. He gets down and puts the beat down while the carrier is on the floor. Like, it's the carrier's fault the package wasn't there, man. In this situation, I'm sure many carriers would have turned around and started swinging, man. This is your own, protecting your own life. This guy is choking you. Yes, he's the customer, but all that ended once he put his hands on you. Am I right? So, this particular story raises a question of carriers and self-defense. This got to be addressed. It's more common now. It's got to be addressed by the new NALC president. Forget the current president, Renfro. He can't even take care of our raises, much less violence against carriers. Speaking of the president, have you ever stopped and thought about the title of his whatever, Fight Like Hell? Who names their Fight Like Hell? You're already losing. Fight like hell. You're saying hell in your that's a lot of negativity in that. I just, we keep saying fight like hell. I just took a second and think about it. Fight like hell. I mean, what is he trying to say? Hell is bad. Hell is everything bad. What are you trying to say? Fight like hell. You need a different motto to begin with, man. Your mind is messed up to come up with that kind of motto. And so we were just saying this president doesn't stand up for us. I'm like I always say, the next president. Well, we're already in 2026. It's still got several months to go. Thanks, whoever let me know all you guys. The ballots will be sent out in September and all that. So I guess I don't know where I got the August date from. So it's got to be much later than that. One of you was telling me. I appreciate it. The reply on that. And again, this story raises questions about carriers and self-defense. This can't keep going on. We're out here doing our job, not trying to get hurt. We want to go home to our families every day. It doesn't mean if we don't have a package, we don't have a mail piece, we risk our lives. Like I said, with dogs, we have pepper spray, but, do we start carrying that pepper spray everywhere with us now? I mean, at this point, yeah, this guy had, if he had pepper spray, turn around, let him have it in the eyes, man. That's self-defense. This guy was obviously hurting you, choking the life out of you, then still beating you once you're on the ground. Oh, that you gotta use something, man. Let this customer know this won't be tolerated. I mean, he's a psychopath. He's locked up now, but still, he shouldn't have gotten to where our carrier is saying he or she can't breathe no more. I mean, should never have gotten that far. So again, just wanted to bring this story out, raise this question of carriers. Now we got to face physical bodily harm if we don't have a package. It's getting unreal. The new NALC president has a lot on his table. A lot has to be, reworked. The whole negotiation style. Whether it's Karif or Henry. So we'll see how that turns out. Both of them are awesome. I always say I'm not picking one or the other right now. My initial, I've been with Henry all along, so we'll see which way. They all got to do their campaigns, and then the NALC, the postal workers will get ballots, vote on all that good stuff. So all the NALC procedures as to electing a new president. So we'll see how that goes. We're always praying for the betterment of the carriers, just postal service in general, so just wanted to bring this story out. Again, thank you everybody for the communication in the comments. All the different topics you all talk to me about, passing me on information, passing me topics, suggesting videos. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everything. The time you put in the comments for me. I appreciate it so much. So another week. Kids are back in school, if not today, tomorrow. We get 2 weeks. Kids got 2 weeks off. Their Christmas week, and then the New Year's. All parts of the country is different. Not everywhere kids get 2 weeks. So they're back in school. Happy for that. My kids going back to school. Obviously, they don't like it. Their faces were down yesterday. All getting ready for school. It just brings back memories as your childhood growing up, But we never had, when I was growing up, we never had 2 weeks like this off. So, it's something different in the South. So Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. Have a good Monday. Hopefully it's not too rough. And Mailman Saeed, will see you on the next day. God bless, guys. Take care. Peace. Stay safe, most of all.